Alright, so it's free agency time. Spots opened up on our AAA team. That is good to see. I will go through and see which guys we want to call up out of these ones and which guys we want to take off of lock. I'm not going to spend, because this is going to take me forever to comb through all these guys, so I'll just kind of show the ones that I want to show. And then we'll decide on that, but I do want to take a quick glance at free agency, or just take a quick glance at our team here and see what we can improve. So one thing, right off the bat, we need to improve home runs. First, I also want to unlock Leba from second base, and just let that do its thing. We'll decide if we want to lock somebody once time comes. But yeah, we want to improve upon home runs. So, like, hopefully Vogie can hit home runs for us this year, more home runs. Hopefully Shed Long improves the pop, maybe. Benintendi, having him on our team for a full season definitely helps. For sure that helps. Lewis hopefully hits much more this year, because he did not have a great season. Hit 25 home runs, 20 doubles, but just barely under league average WRC+, so not the greatest. We'd like to see him improve upon that. Obviously, Kelnick is just a beast. Haniger is good for like 20+. Chavez Young's a backup. Like, the backup outfielder is going to be like either Quan or Chavez Young. Probably Chavez Young. And then Quan ends up in like AAA or something. I don't know. We'll decide once the time comes for that, but I'd rather have him with the switch hitting on the bench. But, yeah. So, like, really the only option to improve upon here is, like, on the hot corner. Because Durr is obviously, Dragnet here is obviously an option. He's capable of hitting more than 12 home runs. He had a 3 WAR, 2.8 WAR. That's a good player. Very good player. But that's really the only thing. I mean, maybe you can improve on second base. If I want to just kind of, like, push Leba and Long back to being bench pieces. That's really the only spot that's open to improve upon. Unless I trade one of Haniger or Vogie and open up a DH spot. And then in the pitching staff, yeah, Urias is in the rotation. That's fine. We don't need to add any bullpen arms. We have plenty of bullpen arms. Maybe, like, one, but even then we have AA guys who are going to come up to AAA. So we don't need to add any arms. So really, no, we don't need zero demand. Clear that filter. All batters. Just take a look at what's available. So, like, this shortstop from the KBO, who is an absolute monster, but he's a Type A free agent, and he wants 14 mil. So, like, yeah, absolute monster of a shortstop, but does want quite a bit, and we would lose a draft pick, which, I mean, he's 26, middle of the lineup shortstop. That's not that much money. I mean, we could even play him at third. For a guy like that, who if he produces anywhere near this level in the major leagues, that's absurd. That is absurd. We have $40 million to spend, so that is an option, for sure. That is definitely something we could look at. Something like this. I want to get somebody who is like, what am I trying to say here? Who is, like, a solidified player. Somebody who is solidified at a professional level, not somebody like Adolfo here, who, yeah, his ratings say that he should be a pretty good hitter, but maybe we get this guy to be like a AAA outfielder, but he's probably not gonna be like, you know, he could come up to the big leagues and just be amazing right away, but do we want to take the chance on that over just kind of going after, like, this guy who's a 26-year-old shortstop, maybe more of a third baseman, could obviously play second base as well, not really an outfielder. So yeah, infielder, really good hitting ratings, good against both sides, he's really good in the bases. I mean, he just absolutely tore up the KBO last year. I mean, this guy's incredible. Just incredible. Why would we not want this guy? I'm just talking myself into it, man. We're gonna We're going to do it. We're going to offer this guy. This guy, we're going to offer him. We're going to offer this guy. So this is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I mean, why not? Why not? Maybe throw a team option on the 30-year? I'm cool with that. Bam. I'm cool with that. Let's submit that. Bam. Submit that all day, every day. Give me this guy. I want this guy. I need him. I want him. He's going to come to our team, and he's going to be a sensation. That's my prediction. He's going to play some third, because obviously Simmons is our shortstop. Maybe we could trade Dragnet if we get this guy. Maybe Dragnet's a backup. But, I mean, this guy's too good to pass up. That's what it comes down to. He's too good to pass up, so we offered him. That's what we're doing with that guy. Now, is there anybody else out there? Like, what are we doing for a AAA outfielder here? So, AAA outfield is going to be one of Quan or Chavez Young is going to be in AAA adding on to this. These guys, these are just guys the AI just signed. I don't care at all about these guys. Who cares? No. So, Fraley is the only guaranteed outfielder right now in AAA. Julio Rodriguez, we want him in AAA this year. That's for sure. So he's going to come up. Julio Rodriguez. Bada bing, bada boom. We want Fraley to be in left. So yeah, Fraley's in left. Rodriguez will play some right. And then really nobody else. Maybe this guy. But yeah, no. Ideally, this guy's in AA for another season. He was a 23rd round pick. Jeez. Marte. Yeah, we already called him up to AA. Shenton. Yeah, this is a guy who needs to be in AAA this year. Is Turris. For sure. Three war in AA last year. He's in AAA this year. Cesar is Turris Jr. Kincannon. Yeah, Kincannon, he's got to be in AAA this year. Joey Murray. Yeah, that's 2 seasons in AA. He needs to be in AAA. Mac Lardner. I mean, he could afford to be in AA. We'll decide on him in a second. Doran is a guy who, yeah, needs to be in AAA. Trey Dillard here. He needs to be in AA again. He gets another year in AA. Dean here was our 2nd round pick in 2020. I mean, he could be in AAA, or he could run back AA. I think I'd rather he goes to AAA, or I don't know. We'll come back to him. A set of Stubbs. He needs to run back AA. Williamson. We'll let him run back AA. Devin Sweet. That's 2 years of AA. He needs to be in AAA. Brian Perez, we just called him up to AA. George Kirby here. That's 2 years of AA. He's bored of AA. He needs to be in AAA. And then De Los Santos is... I remember he won an award. Yeah, he won Texas Pitcher of the Month at the end of the season. So he was putting things together. He's probably not going to improve anymore in AA, so we'll throw him in AAA. How many pitchers do we have in AAA right now? That's 19, so that's still way too many. Still way too many pitchers in AAA. We're going to... Felidero missed this season in High A, but he was in both A seasons in 2020, so we're going to have him in AA this year, just because he's getting to that age, and also we want to actually challenge him. That's 3 seasons of A-ball for... or like 2.5 seasons of A-ball for Juan Then, so we want him in AA. Perez here. Yeah, he's going to run back... or he was in regular A last. Oh, no, he was in high A. He's going to run back high A. Who's this Oviedo guy? Adam Oviedo. He was our 9th... He was a, 9th round pick in 2020. We want him on the kids list. And we want to disable AI promotion demotion for him. He was good in A, not so good in high A. But he should be a double A guy. Yeah, he's going to be in double A this year. Adam Oviedo. Is he locked? Yes. Glenn Hill Jr. He was very good in high A this year. That is, yeah, 3 WAR. Very good to see. He needs to be in double A this season. Who's this guy? John Pickman. He was our 30th round pick in 2020. I don't know about... Who is our double A first baseman? This B. Webb guy, Bobby Webb? Yeah, no, get him off our team. He stinks. I mean, I guess he was okay in A-ball and indie ball, but... Yeah, no. This guy, 28? Yeah, no, get out of here. Bobby Webb. So yeah, this Pickman guy, we are going to add him to the kids. Disable AI promotion demotion, and have him in double A. So John Pickman's our double A first baseman. Oh, this Morgan fella here. We can just let the AI do whatever they want with him. He's just another guy. Jacob Key was a minor league free agent signing by us, or was that the AI who did that? I mean, he wasn't that great. He was an indie ball in 2020. Randomly came over. He's got a good potential, so let's add him to the kids. Disable AI demotion. And let's just make sure he's in double A this year because of his age. And then what about Adam Hill here? Yeah, he's been in high A for a while. He needs to be added to the kids. Disabled AI promotion. And he needs to be in double A. Adam Hill. This Chase Walter guy. I mean, yeah, the AI can do whatever with him. Any A guys. Reed Detmers. He was much better in A than he was in high A. He's 22. It seems like that injury really affected him. He hasn't really turned out to be what we hoped. But yeah, he needs to be in double A this year. Maybe he can jump himself there. Ortiz needs to be an A ball. Not this guy. Joey Yancy here. He was a 15th round pick in 2020. Very good stuff. He's already pretty developed, honestly. So yeah, he's on there. He's already there. He needs to be in double A this year. Joey Yancy is in double A. Nathaniel Garabitos. This guy's nasty. Very nasty. Potential to be a pretty good reliever. So we want to keep an eye on him. He was in short A last year, so yeah, we'll leave him in A-ball this year. That's fine. This Stout guy. Yeah, double A for you. Levi Stout. Alvarado here. Elvis Alvarado. He's been an A-ball for a while. We're going to add him to the kids. Disable AI promotion demotion. And he's going to be in double A. Hunter Bryan here. Yeah, the AI can do whatever with him. Who's this guy? Juan Quercuto? AI can do whatever with him. He's fine. Clase, whatever this guy's name is. He's had 2 seasons in A-ball now. Had a really good year in A-ball. He's 19. I think I want to put this guy in high A. What are his ratings relative to double A? So yeah, he could. What is his double A looking like right now? So like Glennon Hill, Adosio is obviously a guy who's probably going to be in double A. But besides that, I mean, who's this Roundtree guy? Why is this guy here? No, get out of here. Eli Roundtree, 30 years old in Double-A. Yeah, so like, we could definitely afford this to have, where'd he go? Class A. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have him in Double-A this year. And Glenolin Hill will play like one of the corners, or the other guy will play one of the corners. It'll be fine. This Brazilian-Japanese guy, not a great season in A. He's had time in A 2 straight years now. He's angry because of his role on the team and his performance. Does it get any better if we put him in high A? Not really. And that's just an incredible name. Incredible. I'll just throw him in Double-A and just see what happens. Why not? Give him a challenge. And then Robert Perez here, we just made sure that he's an A-ball this year. Maybe I put him on Advanced A? Maybe? I think we're going to put him in Advanced A. And then Darwin Alvarado here was an indie ball last year, and the AI signed him. He wasn't even good at indie ball, so not really sure what the AI sees in him. We'll just let the AI do whatever with that guy. Who is this Yanni guy? Power and discipline? Yeah, no, he's not anything standout. And then any, who's this Adam Mako guy? Mako. He fractured his elbow. Yeah, I want to make sure this guy gets some time in regular A-ball this year. Anybody else? G. Allen. Not a great year in low A-ball for G. Allen. But we are going to call him up to West Virginia Power this year, playing the South Atlantic League. He's still very unhappy for his role on the team. Maybe we send you to High A? We'll play him in Modesto, why not? The GL will be in Modesto. Jordan Thompson here is going to be in West Virginia. Anybody else? Steven Hajier. This is the guy we signed and immediately. Well, we want this guy. We want this guy to be removed from draftees. We want him added to the kids. Disable AI promotion, demotion, and then I want him in Class A this year, having a full season of development. Alright, so Daniel Corona Jr., not a great showing in rookie ball this year. I think I want to throw him in short season, maybe. Maybe. You want to remove him from draftees, add to the kids. Disable AI promotion, demotion. Put him in low A Everett. What are his ratings in the South Atlantic League? So, like... I mean, he could. It might be rushing him to put him in the South Atlantic League is the thing. And I don't want to, like, screw up his development by rushing him. But I kind of want him to get a full season of development. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw him in West Virginia and just see how that goes. With my man Daniel Corona Jr. there. Alright, so I've sorted through the guys we want to send up to different levels and whatnot. And it's still looking like we could add, like, maybe like 2 AAA outfielders if we can get them on minor league deals. Aside from that, we don't really need to add anything else to AAA. So, like, maybe a couple AAA outfielders. And, yeah, that should be fine for those. Maybe some, like, AA infielders. But that's really what we need for minor league depth. And then it's just, like, hopefully we get that shortstop, third baseman, Korean guy. And then we don't need to really add anything to the pen. We have plenty of pen. He'll be added and like, play third, probably. And second will be, like, Leba and Long. Yeah. Really, we don't really need to make many transactions here in free agency. It's just like this guy. Like, we just need this guy. We just need him. That's it. And then, like, some minor league guys. So, like, if I was to go zero demand here, all batters, someone like Ariel Martinez, who, you know, he's a DH, don't want him. So, like, all outfielders. Andrew Applin. These guys are all, like, 30, though. Dayron Blanco. No. This guy's 23. No, he's A-ball. No. Melky Mesa. Isn't Melky Mesa a former Yankees prospect? I'm fair. Yes, he is. I recognize that name. Melky Mesa. Wow, he's still kicking around, eh? Alright. I'm actually quite interested in just... I mean, I might just offer him a minor league deal. Why not? Melky Mesa. See what you can do. Let's just look at some batting ratings here. Maybe some high contact guys. Ben Revere, eh? And he's not even stealing bases anymore. Some power, possibly? Xavier Batista? Nah. Yasmani Tomas. Interesting. Yeah, no, we don't need him. Ideally, we need, like, a guy who can play center in AAA. Because Fraley can play center, but, you know, not the most ideal guy to play center. So who's a guy who could play center for us in AAA? Where is fielding ratings? Here we go. Center field. Outfield range. Who is this guy? He's not a AAA guy, though. He is just a guy who could, like, be minor league filler, but definitely not AAA. Same with this guy. Minor league filler. He's 19. This guy, 28. He was an A-ball with, it looks like that's, yeah, that's the Braves, the Rome Braves. I mean, not particularly a AAA guy, because I don't want to just sign some guy who, like, can't, like, play, in case I really need to call him up. Like, I guess we could just roll with Fraley in center. Like, let's just look real quick. Like, Fraley could play center if we really needed him to. He's not ideal, and I don't want to, like, have a shitty AAA center fielder and have my AAA pitching staff pay for that. You know what I mean? So ideally, what is our 40-man looking like? We have a couple spots open on the 40-man, so, like, we could... Well, first of all, what is Quan? Quan could play center. Not an ideal position for him, though. I mean, the thing is, one of Quan and Chavez Young are going to be going down to be AAA. It's probably going to be Quan. Just because, like, it makes more sense to have a switch-hitting bat on the bench than it would to have Quan. Because if Quan goes down, first of all, I want to make sure that Lewis is set to right field. Or no, Lewis is set to left field for now. And Benintendi is set to force start in right. So we want Benintendi force start in right so he gets time in spring training so he can actually play right field. So yeah, it would just make sense as, like, having a switch hitter on the bench rather than having another lefty. Because right now, all of our bench bats would be... no, we could. I don't know. We'll decide when that time comes. But one of these guys is probably not going to be a center fielder. They're more corner outfielders in AAA. So yeah, I do want to get just one more AAA outfielder. And just see what we can get. Just all outfielders. None of these guys really jumping out on me. Dario Pisano from Saugus, baby. I mean, he's a capable center fielder. He's been really good in indie ball. He's a guy we could give a shot to. Dario Pisano. Let's do that. Why not? What about Harold Ramirez, actually? Yeah, no. Harold Ramirez is not an option. Javion Randall? Maybe? No. Yeah. We're going to give a shot to Pisano here. We're going to offer Pisano a minor league contract. And that'll be that. Alright, so it's time for the Rule 5 draft. We need to decide which one of these guys are going to be on our 40-man. So we don't really have any spots that we can't... We could take Penn Murphy off the 40-man. That's a guy we could take off. Wow, they really like Matzik. I mean, not Matzik, Wyatt Mills, who I have in AAA because I wanted to make room for him to get people off the IL at the end of last season. He's not in AAA because he's going to be in AAA. Yeah, so it's really only Penn Murphy if we need to make another spot open. Then I would be okay with taking off the 40-man. And Altavia only has 3 days left on his injury, so he's not going to be taken off the 40-man. So yeah, we have 2 spots and maybe 3 spots to add to the 40-man. So I just like to go in here, Rule 5 draft. You can start the draft, and you can literally just see, like, right off the bat, and see, like, Aaron Fletcher, Kincannon, Jack Anderson are guys here towards the top that we have shortlisted. So... Aaron Fletcher, 1000% is a guy we want to add, so let's just do that. We'll go, ooh, Pete Fairbanks. Aaron Fletcher, alright, so Aaron Fletcher's on the 40-man. Kincannon is a guy we ideally keep, so I don't want to get rid of him. Kincannon also gets added to the 40-man, and then we're going to waive and DFA Penn Murphy. And then go back to the Rule 5 draft. And, yeah, so none of these guys are on our list. None of these guys are our guys. What about high potential guys? Yeah, all these guys would be like taking a risk on somebody, Shirt Apostle. I mean, he's the guy we could probably maybe take a flyer on to be... The thing is, he's a DH. So if we get him on the... If we take this guy in the Rule 5... and hope that he's gonna be, you know, similar or better production or younger production than Vogie, we could maybe trade Vogie and have him as the Rule 5 guy on our roster, who he just had back-to-back seasons in AA, just tearing things up. So, I mean, jumping from AA after back-to-back 4 WAR seasons of AA straight to the big leagues is not that big of a jump. And he's a guy who could... maybe play a little third base, maybe play a little corner outfield if we need him to. Ideally, he's a DH, though. I think that might be the move here, if he's still available when our pick comes up. That's the thing. Here's Justin Anderson, too. He's a guy who could get taken here. I don't care about that if he does. We got him for free on waivers anyways. Anybody else? No. Sandro Fabian... I mean, I don't really want to take a chance on a guy who struggled in AA last year. That's the thing, like, according to his ratings, he could, like this Jose Devers guy here. You know, like, according to his ratings, he's probably going to be a pretty good player, but he's barely gotten any time above high A. So I don't just want to have him call up and just be on our bench and take up a spot that I don't really have to give him. Where if we can get somebody like Apostle, because I'm not going to add anybody else to my 40-man. We already protected Kincannon and Fletcher. Anybody else we lose, I mean, that's fine. I don't care. They're not going to take somebody like Keegan McGovern. I doubt they take one of these guys. I doubt they take Cesar Turris Jr. because there's just so many better middle infield options. Same with somebody like Joe Rizzo. There's just no reason to take somebody like that. Even Julio Rodriguez, probably not a guy who gets taken. See, I'll say that, and then he gets taken. Or even somebody like this. See, I don't think these guys are going to get taken. Like, yes, they're available, but from my experience in this game, they're not going to get taken in the Rule 5 draft, so I don't feel the need to protect them on the 40-man. That's the thing. So instead, I feel like we can just leave this the way it is. I don't think Julio Rodriguez is going to get taken. If he does, well, I mean, he hasn't even done anything for us. He's been, like, okay in high A-ball, and that's really all he's done. So, you know, definitely not what Julio Rodriguez in this game is definitely not what they think Julio Rodriguez is going to be in real life, is what I'm trying to say. So we do have the 22nd pick. Apostle might not be there when it comes our time to pick, but if he is, I'm gonna pull the trigger on him, is what I'm saying. I think that's the move, is when it comes time to take, if Apostle's there, we're gonna take him. Is he gonna be there? Maybe not, because he's 22 and he's very good. So let's auto-draft until next pick by Seattle. Alright, none of our guys got taken. Apostle's still here. We are taking Shirt and Apostle in the Rule 5. Bang. Beautiful. That's our DH, right there. So now, we're just going to auto-draft the rest of this, because we don't need to take anybody else. And bada bing, none of our guys got taken. Daniel Norris went to the Mets. Eddie Rosario, who is unprotected for some reason, went to the Braves. I have no clue who this guy is. Some catcher went to the Red Sox. Evan Miller to the Padres. Pete Fairbanks. From the Rays to the A's. So Pete Fairbanks is an A, and then we get Shirt and Apostle. So Daniel Norris was the second. Like, they wanted to use a pick on Daniel Norris? Like, why? And, the Tigers just got him back. Like, what's the point? You just had him. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll take that. So we now have ourselves a DH, which means that I want to try to trade Vogie, because we don't have a spot for him, and maybe we can get, like, a solid pitcher, you know? Maybe that's something we get for Vogie. What about veterans? If I throw on veterans into the starting pitcher? Yeah, because sometimes they'll think, like, a 31-year-old here is a veteran instead of a... In my mind, I think veteran, and I think someone who's, like, 40 years old, but that's not how the game sees it. Miles Michaelis, however you say his name. He's not somebody I want. Robbie Ray. He hasn't been great. He had a pretty good year in 2020. Couldn't do it some improving here. What are his contract? He's got a player opt-out for 2023. So we would have him guaranteed for this upcoming season, and then he would be able to opt out in 2023. For Vogie, who is a guy we're trying to get rid of. And obviously he has team control. But I mean, we don't need Vogie, is the thing. And he hasn't been that great for us. We do have the salary ability to take on something like Nola if we wanted to. I'm kind of tempted to pair up the Nola brothers, to be completely honest. I'm tempted to. And hope that he can improve on this season, because it seems like he was hurt this year. In 2020. And he was healthy in 2021. So maybe you put him in a more pitcher's ballpark, like T-Mobile Park. You get him a solid team. We have him for guaranteed next season, and then a team opt-out, so we can decide if we want to bring him back for 2023. I think this is what I'm going to do. Because Vogie is a first baseman. He's obviously doesn't have huge value. I think I'm going to go with this. We're going to go Aaron Nola. Dipoto doesn't think it makes any sense, because they don't think any trade makes any sense. Unless you're, like, straight robbing the CPU. And, like, I could try to, like, squeeze in a reliever, too. I mean, that's not a reliever, that's a center fielder. Someone like Bailey Falter or something, but no. Yeah, no, I'm just going to go with this. I'm just going to go straight up Vogie for Aaron Nola. Yeah. Yeah, Vogie, Aaron Nola. Vogie's going to Philly. Aaron Nola's joining his brother Austin in Seattle. We've got him for 2 years, Garrett, or 2 years if we want him to, and then we can bring him back if we want to, but he'll be 30. Vogie's already, like, the same age. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's pull the trigger. Vogie, Aaron Nola. Increases notably. And we got him! The Korean shortstop is now a member of the Seattle Mariners. Our money situation is still looking good. We like it. We like it. We like it. We like it. So that's our third baseman. Apostles are DH. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, ideally we don't want to lock Apostle in right now to be a DH, because that would mean he plays every day DH in spring training, but at the same time, I don't want Apostle to get blocked by... I don't want Apostle to block... What's his name here? Oh, he's in the waivers DFA. Ha-Sung Kim, I'm assuming that's how you say his name. He's not in the 40-man, meaning we gotta make room on the 40-man, which is fine, especially for a player of this caliber. So who can we take off the 40-man here? Maybe Josh Green? So Josh Green hasn't been spectacular. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna waive and DFA Josh Green. If Penn Murphy made it through, Josh Green should be able to make it through as well. So that's what we're gonna do there. And where is this guy? Yeah, we want him to be playing third base. Beautiful. So a little lower overall third base, that's fine. Not as strong of an arm as Dragnet, but still. He's our third baseman, shortstop, catcher, left field, first base. I think Haniger's going to DH, which is fine. I mean, Haniger could potentially DH over Apostle, and Apostle's more of a bench piece this season. That's fine. But, I mean, I think I like that, actually. Apostle, maybe... Yeah, maybe Apostle, is the DH against lefties. I would like that. If that's what they want to do this season, I would like that. I would have no issue with that whatsoever. Everything works out. Okay, so yeah, so Josh Green did get claimed. That's fine. I wouldn't have waived him if I wasn't fine with him getting claimed. He goes to Detroit. Yeah, so we'll just I'm gonna add him to the short list just to see what he does. He looked awful there. What was going on there? Jesus, what's going on with the whole eyes situation here, man? Looking like a sickly Crusader King's ruler. That's just ugh. Oh wow, we got your Smiley. All right. We don't want him in high A, that's for sure. So let's send him to AAA Tacoma and disable AI promotion demotion. And Drew Smiley is going to be in AAA to start the year for us. Probably going to be in spring training as well. Definitely going to be in spring training. And the Hall of Fame voting results. So A-Rod and David Ortiz get in on first year on their ballot. I mean, A-Rod close to 100%, 99.1. David Ortiz, 90.3. Manny's getting no respect here. Gary Sheffield, no respect. Todd Helton's not getting in. I mean, if you guys don't know this about me, Hall of Fame talk is something that I do not like at all. It is the worst. I could do without all of that. I do not need to have a bunch of like old-timey writers deciding who is like the best player in this era and if they're going to get in the Hall of Fame or whatnot. I just don't need any of that. Look at that! We've gotten our budget raised, boys, from $156 million to $170 million. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got a bunch of money for free agents. That's fine. All right, actually, I made some adjustments here. We're going to bump the player development up to $20 million for this year. We're going to leave the draft budget where it is, and we're going to have the scouting budget bump up to $20 million as well. And, yeah, that should be fine the way it is. All Gucci. Let's actually bump this a little bit down to, like, maybe 35% of that goes there, and then amateur scouting goes there. And then actually maybe like 30% goes to the major leagues, and then, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do 30, 28, 32, 10, and that'll be the scouting budget, and then this will be the player development, draft, and international budget for this season. We don't need to make any extensions right now, so that's fine. And then money for free agents is fine as well. So yeah, we're looking pretty here for the future. We got Kelenic and White locked up long term. We got Adams on this cheap team deal for the next 3 seasons. Urias arbitration for 1 more year after this. Marco Gonzalez, I do want to try to get rid of at some point. Benintendi, we got locked up. We just got this guy who is going to be a beast for us. This is going to be Haniger's last year on the team unless I trade him right now. And then we've got Tanaka for this year, and then we could decide to bring him back for next year. Same with Nola, and then Angelton Simmons as well. So yeah, we're looking pretty good here as the preseason is going on. So I'm thinking that Haniger, we're going to keep him. We're going to keep Haniger, and then maybe we'll... I don't know, maybe we'll... What am I trying to say here? Maybe we'll qualifying offer him at the end of the season, assuming we're a good team, and he's not going to be... We're not going to trade somebody like Haniger if we're a good team at the deadline this year. So yeah, this should be good. I'm thinking we're going to be a pretty good team this year. We improved with Nola and Urias to our pitching staff. Our guys who are young are probably going to get even better. And we added Kim, and we added Apostle to our bats. And then also I'm hoping that guys like Shed Long just have a bounce-back year. And then Kelenic and White continue to do their thing. Benintendi, we're going to have him for a full season rather than only 47 games. And yeah, hopefully we're able to figure things out here, yeah.